Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to the attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research. Try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression for you, and this is the House of Mont Blanc. House of Mont Blanc is a designer brand from Switzerland, and their main business is gentlemen's accessories. So hat, they used to make pipes, they used to make they still make watches, they make pens and things in that nature. So for the last 30 years or so, they started to venture into perfumes, and they have quite an extensive perfume lineup, and not so many, maybe around 30 or so altogether, both for ladies and men. And some of their fragrances are very good, especially for the price. This one is called Mont Blanc, and this one is the Starwalker Extreme. So the Starwalker came out many years ago, I think about 20 years ago, and that was quite well received in the fragrance community. It was a freshy, very nice bamboo note in it, and it was very calming, it was very refreshing. And when I saw this Starwalker Extreme, for that name Extreme, I had to get it. I never had the Starwalker, the original. I think I smelled it a couple of times, but I never had it myself. So it was when I saw a good price for this one, I had to buy it. I bought it for around £30 for 75 ml, and this one is Eau de Toilette and is aimed for men. And before I do the unboxing, please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they hidden gems. It could be a hidden gems. Let's see. When you do unboxing, you can't do anything about the noise. Sorry about that. Here we go. So in United Kingdom, it's not easy to find at the moment. If you go to allbeauty.com, they are selling it for around £30, but anywhere else is very difficult to find for some reason. And in other places, do your research, Google it, see if it comes up and how much it goes for. So the box is very simple. The presentation on Mont Blanc are quite simple but minimalistic and quite nice, especially their bottles are quite nice. So this one says made in France, Mont Blanc, and Starwalker Extreme. It's got like this black with the silver effect. It's like a lightning effect or something. Anyway, and it opens up like this, and here we go. So the bottle itself is very good looking. So the box is very simple. It does the job perfectly, which is protecting the bottle. But the bottle itself, very good looking. Look at that beautiful bottle, quite heavy, quite dense and thick. It's got this emblem of Mont Blanc in there, sticker in the bottom, Mont Blanc, and the cap is quite heavy. It's a metal, combination metal plastic, which is quite nice. And the atomizer is modern and silver, and here we go. Not bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad either. So it's medium, the atomizer. So here we go. First impression for Mont Blanc Extreme, Mont Blanc Starwalker Extreme, and this is Eau de Toilette 75 ml. And here we go. First impression. Ooh, hi! They done it again. So this one smells very familiar to me. So let's see. Sweet, fruity, citrusy, very aromatic, big tonka bean in here. So the smell is very familiar. I think I know what it is. So it's quite similar to Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. So I would say very close to it, almost identical to it. But I haven't smelled that one for a while, so I'm just going with my memory. And I smell that perfume, for a very long time, many times. So from my memory, this is very similar to Chanel Allure Homme Sport or Extreme, which is not easy to find. If you can find it, it's quite expensive, and also these days it's been reformulated and it doesn't perform that well. So let's see how this one performs. If this performs well for the price, so that one is 100, I think for 100 ml it retails for £120, the Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. This one is retails for £75, but you can find it discounted here and there. For the price I paid, it smells great. Wow, beautiful. Little powderiness to it as well. Overall, it's got a woody base. The woods are in here quite clean. I'm smelling combination of cedar sandalwood, but very clean. A little bit of musky feel to it as well, but again very clean. Overall, this fragrance is quite clean. It is nutty, and that nuttiness is coming from that nutmeg. It's quite sweet. The sweetness from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest for the first impression, is around 6 to 7. So it is sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's done well. It goes very well with everything else. I'm smelling a big aromatic component in here. Probably is going to be lavender in here. Yeah, definitely lavender. So very nicely done, very well blended, very well mixed. The ingredients for the price is very good. So as I expected from the House of Mont Blanc, the smell is great. Let's see what they say on Fragrantica in terms of note breakdown. So this is according to Fragrantica note breakdown. We have apple, mandarin, and pineapple and lemon. And in the mid we have lavender, sea notes, and geranium. And in the base we have tonka bean, sandalwood, and patchouli. Everything in here I smelled quite distinctly. Geranium, I'm smelling, yes, a little bit of geranium in here, but the geranium is not a big player. The lavender is much bigger in terms of aromatics and the florals in here. Sea notes, yeah, it's got some watery aspect to it, but it's not sea notes. It's not salty, it's not oceanic. It's just a watery aspect to it. It's like aquatic, but on the fresh water rather than salty ones. Sandalwood, as I said, the base smells like a very clean sandalwood cedar base, which is these days, for the last say 10 years or so, the combination of sandalwood and cedar became very standard for many perfumes. Almost majority of perfumes out there, they doing this, the combination of cedar and sandalwood to give it that woody base. The tonka bean in here is quite prominent. So from the get-go, the tonka bean was prominent. So this is dominated by tonka bean right now, and the tonka bean in here is very creamy, is very sweet, nutty, earthy, hint of darkness in here, as the bottle suggests. Little bit of darkness here, not too much. I would say on the moderate side of things in terms of darkness. So it opened up with that beautiful fruity citrus aspect, which is apple. The apple in here is quite crispy, and the zestiness of it is very apparent in the beginning. It was beautifully zesty, and it was sparkly, and it was very inviting and very happy beginning. Pineapple, I'm getting actually a little pineapple in here, but the pineapple is not a prominent player. It is there to give it that sweetness and also the fruitiness and the juiciness of it, but it's not like Creed Aventus pineapple. It's mainly a supportive role rather than being quite prominent. The lavender is by far the biggest player in the mid, and also in terms of floral aspect of it. Geranium is a little bit there, but not too much. And sea notes, as I said, quite watery, but on the fresh water side rather than sea salty or oceanic. Patchouli in here, giving it that depth. Yeah, the patchouli in here is a little bit on the chocolatey side, a little bit on the earthy side, and a little bit on the leafy side. So it is a little bit of green as well, a hint of greenness in here, but giving it that depth. So it's mainly in the background and it's giving it the depth of this perfume, which is very, very nice. I'm very impressed with the smell of this fragrance. Yeah, it smells very, very well done. It smells quite expensive. It smells like £100 plus. It smells like a high-end designer, which, you know, Chanel is. And this one is done a very good job in a Mont Blanc, done a very, very good job of creating similar smell to Chanel, Allure, Homme, Sport, or Extreme. Why the French make such a big names, I don't know. Anyway, they've done a very good job because the perfumery and the ingredients and the smell is beautiful. It's very, very well done. So this, to summarize what I get from this fragrance, it's very aromatic, which is coming from that lavender. It's fruity, which is mainly the apple. The apple in here is very, very crispy and it's green. Its woods are very clean in the base, which is a sandalwood cedar combination. Sweetness is mainly coming from that tonka bean, and so sweetness, it is a little bit of more than moderate sweetness to it, but it's not overly sweet. So the sweetness is ample enough to balance everything else in here. Citruses are very, very big in the beginning, plus that pineapple giving it that zesty, tarty feel, and it's quite a warm spiciness to it, which is mainly cinnamon, which is not mentioned in the note breakdown. I'm smelling some cinnamon, I'm smelling some nutmeg as well. That combination of cinnamon, nutmeg, giving it beautifully warm spiciness to it. But again, there are nuances rather than big players. Lavender, which is giving it that aromatic feel, it is one of the biggest player again. Fresh spiciness mainly coming from, it's like a ginger smell to it as well. Yeah, a little bit of like a ginger smell to it, or maybe it's a little bit of mintiness to it as well. Hint of mintiness, hint of powderiness, and hint of ginger in here as well. Again, not a big player. The tonka bean in here is quite prominent from the get-go, so it's the biggest player by far, and giving it that creamy, sweet, earthy, nutty feel. I'm smelling something like vanilla in the base as well. Yeah, it's a combination of tonka bean and vanilla together to give it that beautiful depth and creaminess of it. And overall, it's quite fresh. So I would classify this perfume as fresh to semi-fresh, and also I classify it as fruity, aromatic fragrance. So it is very, very fruity. Especially for opening, when it opened up, super fruity. So if you like this kind of fragrances, if you like Allure Homme, Chanel Allure Homme, Sport, or Extreme, you will love this for the price. The perfumery is very similar to a Chanel because it's very well blended, very well done. It's very well put together. The people who put this together, they have a good knowledge of perfumery, and it shows. It shows in the structure, it shows in the perfumery, it shows in the smell, shows in the smoothness of it. So it's very, very well done, and ingredients again very good for the price. For retails for £75, but you can find it discounted, like I found it for £30. For £30, this is a bargain. Beautiful smell to it. The good news is this is very universally liked smell. I would say this is one of those fragrances that garner you attention. It will garner you compliments. It will be crowd pleasing. It will be a people pleaser. It will be one of those perfumes that very, very few people either dislike or don't care for. So it's very, very it's a perfume that is universally going to be liked, and is going to be a very popular perfume. There are not many people mentioning this perfume. I don't know why. For some reason, maybe because it's a quite a departure from the original. Because the original, as I said, it was a very fresh, relaxing bamboo smell to it. This one almost nothing to do with that one. Maybe for that, people were buying the perfume to get something stronger than the Starwalker, the original, and they found out it's a complete different fragrance, and that's why they say, oh, this is nothing to do with the Starwalker. But on its own, forget about the original one. If you think about it on its own, this is a beautiful perfume, very well done, very smells great, smells expensive, smells very up to date, it smells very modern, trendy, and almost ageless. I would say this perfume is absolutely ageless, no age to it. From 15 to 150, anybody can wear it. In terms of occasion, this is Swiss Army knife. You can dress it up, dress it down. Special occasion, formal occasion, daytime, nighttime, going out, going to gym, supermarket, work, anything. Although it's very opulent smell to it, but because the smell is very friendly, you can use it anywhere you like. And in terms of gender, this is a little bit leaning masculine, yes, but it's not uber masculine. So if you're a lady and you like this kind of fragrances, you can easily wear it. And in terms of season, this is all year round again. It could be easily somebody's signature scent. It's that good. So you could use it in summer, in winter, no problem. In summer, less sprays, in winter, more spray. At the moment, I'll put 3 sprays of it and it's filling the room. So let's see how long it lasts. If it lasts a good amount of time, this is an absolutely hidden gem on our hand. Okay guys, so that was the first impression for this beautiful perfume. I give it 2 thumbs up. Yes. I was pleasantly surprised how good it is. And if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems. If you want to purchase one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that if you live in the United Kingdom. I leave them in the link. They are 100% natural, amazing value for money, they smell great, they are super artistic and super unique, very long lasting, very big in terms of personalities, because I put more than 60% perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That makes them the huge personality plus big longevity, and you will be amazed how good they smell. Thank you very much as always for your support. Thank you very much for your love and for watching this video, and I'll see you later. Bye.